morning. In this class, we are going to discuss about completely multiplicative function on the Legendre's polynomial, and the two important result -1 over p and 2 over p. That is most important result. Number one is prove that Legendre symbols n over p is a completely multiplicative function of n. Completely multiplicative function of n. Proof. Completely multiplicative in the sense, suppose f is a function, so completely multiplicative in the sense f of mn is equal to f of m into f of n. A function f is said to be completely multiplicative. A function f is said to be completely multiplicative. We can prove that f of mn is equal to f of m into f of n. Okay. Now to prove that Legendre symbols mn over p is equal to m over p into n over p. Okay. Suppose if p divides n, suppose p divides n or p divides m. If p divides n or p divides m or p divides m or p divides n, this implies p divides mn. P divides mn. P divides n in the sense, p divides n means what? If n is congruent to 0 mod p or m is congruent to 0 mod p, this implies mn is congruent to 0 mod p. So therefore n is congruent to 0 mod p means if n is equal to, that is n over p is equal to 0 or m over p is equal to 0, this implies mn over p is also equal to 0. So therefore mn over p is equal to m over p into n over p. So because here is 0, here is also 0, here is either this 0 or 0, so automatically it will be 0. So therefore, if p divides n or p divides n, the theorem is proved. F is completely, that is Legendre symbol is completely multiplicative. If p does not divide m and p does not divide n, then definitely p does not divide mn. P does not divide mn. Okay. So p does not divide m means what? M is congruent to 0 mod p. M is not congruent to 0 mod p, and also by Euler's criterion, okay, Okay, by Euler's criterion, P does not divide M means what? So this is equal to M over P. M over P is equal to M power P minus 1 by 2 mod P. Okay, so similar and P does not divide N means N over P is congruent to N power P minus 1 by 2 mod P. Okay. Okay. So Mn over P is equal to Mn power by Euler's criterion P minus 1 by 2 mod P. P minus 1 by 2 mod P. So therefore this is equal to what we have to prove is Mn over P is equal to M over P or N over into M over P. Mn over P is equal to M power P minus 1 by 2 into N power P minus 1 by 2. Okay, so therefore mod P. Okay, so therefore this is nothing but what about this? This is equal to M over P. This is equal to M over P into N over P mod P. Okay, so therefore this means so this is nothing but Mn over P. Legendre's. Okay. So this means what? This is congruent. P divides. This means P divides this difference. Mn over P minus M over P N over P. N divides P or N over P. So therefore, so this is either 0 or 1 or minus 1. This is 0, 1 or minus 1. This is also 0, 1 or minus 1. So this combination becomes again 0, 1 or minus 1. This is 0, 1, minus 1. So the difference is 0, 2 or minus 2. Okay, suppose this is 1, this is minus 1, 0. This is 1, this is minus 1, minus or minus, that is plus 2. This is minus 1, this is plus 1, therefore minus or minus 2. There are only 3 possibilities. Now because Legendre symbol either plus or minus 1. Okay, so here, but P divides this. Either P divides this difference, but here P does not divide. P is an odd prime. P does not divide 2. Similarly, P does not divide minus 2. So therefore definitely P divides 0. Therefore the difference must be 0. Difference must be 0. So therefore the difference is 0. Therefore Mn over P is equal to M over P into N over P. Therefore Legendre's symbol is a completely multiplicative function. Completely multiplicative functions. Okay, so therefore the difference must be 0. If it is 2, P divides 2 is not possible. If it is minus 2, also not possible. So definitely the difference must be 0. Therefore This is the case. Okay. Evaluate. Evaluate. Number 1. Minus 1 by p. Minus 1 over p. Okay. Evaluate. Number 1. So here minus 1 over p. Okay. For any odd prime, p, we have minus 1 over p is equal to minus 1 power p minus 1 by 2, again which is equal to 1 if p is congruent to 1 mod 2, that is 4, again p is congruent to 3 mod 4. Okay, if it is minus 1. Okay. Okay, if equal to 1. Okay, if this. Okay, good. We are going to prove this. Okay, but we know that by Euler's criterion, is n over p is congruent to n power p minus 1 by 2 mod p. This is Euler's criterion. Okay, so similarly I can write minus 1 over p is equal to, by Euler's criterion, minus 1 power p minus 1 by 2. Okay, so here p minus 1 by 2. Here suppose p is equal to 3. Suppose p is equal to 3. What will happen? 3 minus 2 by 2, that will be minus 1. So therefore p is equal to 3. 3 minus 3, 0. Therefore 4 divides 0. Okay. So each member of this congruence either 1 or minus 1. So therefore each member of this congruence is either 1 or minus 1. The members are equal. The members are equal. So whatever you take, suppose p is equal to 10, what will happen? Sorry, p is equal to 11, what will happen? 11 minus 1, 10 by 2, 5, that is minus 1. So therefore automatically 11 minus 3 is equal to 8. Therefore 4 divides 8. So therefore both the things are same. So therefore the proof is over. The proof is over. If minus 1 over p, the proof is over. Okay. Next. This is most important. 2 over p. Evaluation of 2 over p. Evaluation of 2 over p. For any prime p, we have, for any prime p, we have 2 over p, which is equal to, again minus 1 power p square minus 1 by 8. P square minus 1 by 8 again which is equal to 1 minus 1 if P is congruent to plus or minus 1 mod 8. Again P is congruent to plus or minus 3 mod 8. Plus or minus 3 mod 8. So first we are going to prove this, and each member of this congruences is either plus or minus 1. So therefore the both are equal. So therefore congruence also satisfies. Proof. Consider the P minus 1 by 2. Consider the P minus 1 by 2 congruences. Consider the following. P minus 1 by 2 congruences. Okay. Number 1 is P minus 1 is equal to 1 into minus 1 power 1 mod P. Okay. Then 2 is equal to 2 into minus 1 power 2 mod P. then P minus 3 is equal to 3 into minus 1 power 3 mod P. 4 is equal to 4 into minus 1 power 4 mod P, etc. etc. R is equal to how many congruences? P minus 1 by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is P minus 1 by 2 into minus 1 power, again P minus 1 by 2 mod P. So now we have P minus 1 by 2 number of congruences we have. So here P is odd, P minus 1 is even, here is even, here is even, P is odd, P minus 3 is again even. So here there are P minus 1 by 2 equations, and all the left hand side, all the numbers are even numbers. All the numbers are even numbers. So the start with 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. The biggest number is P minus 1. The biggest number is P minus 1. For example, suppose P is equal to 11. Suppose P is equal to 11. The first term becomes 10. The second one is 2. Third one is P minus 3, 8. Then 4. Then likewise. So therefore the last biggest number is 10. 2, 4, 8. This 10, 8 are decreasing. These are increasing. The biggest one is 10. So therefore multiplying all the equations, left hand side 2 into 4 into 6 into etc. etc. So the biggest one is, this is also even, P minus 1, which is equal to 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into etc. etc. So therefore this becomes P minus 1 by 2 factorial. P minus 1 by 2 factorial. Here minus 1 power 1, minus 2 power 1, minus 1 power 2, minus 1 power 3. So therefore this is nothing but minus 1 power. If we multiplying all those things, the power, we have to add the powers. So therefore 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. etc. plus P minus 1 by 2. So mod P. Okay. So here this rth term, the rth term is either, because 4 is equal to 4, that means rth term is either P minus 1 by 2 or suppose 3 is equal to P minus 3. So therefore either R is equal to P minus 1 by 2 r is equal to p minus 1 by 2. So where here r is equal to, where r is either 4 is equal to 4, 2 is equal to 2, therefore p minus 1 by 2 equal to p minus, either p minus 1 by 2 or 3 is equal to p minus 3, 1 is equal to p minus 1, so therefore or p minus of p minus 1 by 2. Okay, so therefore I can get here is how many terms? P minus 1 by 2 terms, p minus 1 by 2 terms are there. So therefore 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 3, etc. 2 into p minus 1 by 2. This is equal to p minus 1 by 2 factorial into minus 1 power 1 plus 2 plus etc. p minus 1 by 2. This is smart p. Okay. Here 2, 2, 2, 2, how many times? How many equations are there? 2, 2, 2, 2 into 2 power p 1, 2, 3, 4, p minus 1 by 2. P minus 1 by 2 into 1 into 2 into 3. So therefore again I can write p minus 1 by 2 factorial 1 into 2 into 3 into etc. p minus 1 by 2 factorial. So how many times? First term, second term, third term. So this is p minus 1 by 2 terms are 2's are there. So therefore I can write like that. So therefore p minus 1 by 2 factorial. So minus 1 power, the sum of the first n natural numbers, n into n plus 1 by 2. N means p minus 1 by 2 into n plus 1, p minus 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by 2. So therefore mod p. Okay, mod p. So here suppose p divides p minus 1 by 2 factorial, we cannot cancel, because this means this is congruent to 0. It may be 0. So but p is bigger one, p minus 1 by 2 is smaller than p, so therefore definitely p does not divide p minus 1 by 2 factorial, since factorial, so therefore we can cancel p minus 1 by 2 factorial and p minus 1 by 2 factorial. Therefore 2 power p minus 1 by 2 is congruent to all congruent, is congruent to minus 1 power. So what will be that? So here p minus 1, 2 minus 1, so therefore plus 1, p minus 1 into p plus 1, therefore p square minus 1 divided by 2, 2, 4, therefore here is 8. Here is 8 mod p. Okay, so therefore 2 power p minus 1 by 2 is congruent to minus 1 power p square minus 1 by 8 mod p by Euler's criterion. Euler's criterion says what? N over p can be written as n power p minus 1 by 2 mod p. Here instead of n, what we have? 2 is there. Therefore this is nothing but 2 over p. This is nothing but 2 over p is congruent to minus 1 power p squared minus 1 by 8. P squared minus 1 by 8 mod p. The similar argument. Okay, both the congruents are either plus 1 or minus 1 and both are equal. So therefore hence the proof. Thank you.